Takeoff passed away. Have you publicly commented on this yet?
Have I publicly commented on Takeoff's death?
Yes, on any other platforms, on social media?
Probably just posted pictures. I don't really say too much. Try to get into like not little, like situations like that. So, but I definitely, because he's one of my favorite rappers. Like, definitely one of my favorite rappers. So it definitely hit me. And so RIP to him and shout out Quavo and Offset, man. But nah, it's probably just on Instagram, man. A couple pictures, man, just to show my condolences.
And for those in the audience getting to know you for the very first time, care to share your screen name on IG?
Good Job First. At Good Job First on Instagram.
Now, do you remember how you two met for the very first time?
How me and Takeoff met?
Yes.
Man, the first time I feel like I met Takeoff, man, it was years ago. I feel like it was during, what's their first album called? Because it was just him and Quavo at the time. And we was at the, wait, no, take that back, wrong. We actually produced the song, me and my brother, because FKI, you know what I mean, it used to be two of us. We produced the song for the Migos early, like around the same time Bando was out. Mind you, look, I'm not at the studio, right? Just my engineer and my other homie are at the studio making the song with them. We had already did the beat. Come back to the studio, the hardest song ever. Magically, 2 days later, everything got deleted, bro. We lost it. It was called Straight Up, though. That shit was so hard, but but I wasn't there, though. I was not there. So to this day, I got official beef with my partner over that. But anyway, the first time I met them was at Birthday Bash. It was around that same mixtape time, too. I had pulled up with, I think, T.I., like Grand Hustle, and I saw them. We didn't really talk too much. I just met him and said, what's up real quick. We from the same side, so, yeah.
And once again, for those in the audience getting to know you for the very first time, what side is this that you're referencing here?
The north side, man.
And what part of the world is this that you're also referencing?
North side, Georgia, bro. North side, Atlanta, Georgia. From Jimmy Carter up, going 85 north.
You use the phrase brother throughout this portion of questions. Did you literally mean brother, like biological brother, or speaking figuratively here?
Oh, figuratively. Oh, shit. You get what I'm saying? Shit.
Now, when it comes to Takeoff, after that initial time you meet him, how many times do you think you've probably crossed paths or?
Well, I definitely remember, me and Post Malone, we went to their crib after a show one time, an early show, early post show. We were at the Masquerade, bro. It's crazy how much things can happen in between time, but it was at the Masquerade, and they were supposed to pull up. They had just finished Congratulations with Quavo, so he wanted to perform it or whatever, because that song is pretty old. That's like his first album. I don't know if people realize that's his first album. And after the show, we ended up going to the Migos house and cooking up. We made like 2-3 songs that night. One of the songs ended up going on Culture 2. Shout out to Culture 2. I think that went platinum. Definitely got a plaque for that. Shout out to them boys. But yeah, we had put up to their crib though. Chilled the whole night. Ate, made beats, made songs, everything. Yeah, man, those boys too talented, man.
And Offset was in the picture by then.
Yeah. Everybody was there. The whole team was there.
Do you recall?
Crib.
Didn't mean to cut you off there. Do you recall the title of that song that was on Culture 2?
The song we made is called Hold Me. I'm gonna hold me. Saint Laurent on my feet. Nigeria, they gonna know me. Wait, what? Notice Me. I'm tripping. Yeah, it's called Notice Me. And we made 2 other songs too. Hard as fuck, bro. Offset went crazy on this other song we made, but I don't know if y'all ever hear it, but Post and Offset got a crazy one.
What was that house like?
definitely good vibes, bro. Because I feel like, everybody's grown now. So it was like everybody was in one house. So it was like, the energy was just moving. Everybody jumping on the computer because they can engineer themselves. They be doing themselves. They'll record, jump on the computer, start editing, doing that shit. They was just swiping off, doing that shit. Shit was crazy, bro. The energy was just amazing, man. That's just, I'm glad I got to witness it. Like, I got to witness all three of them together. And we weren't even in a big studio. We were in a small room cooling, just one small computer, all just cooking up, making music. Beautiful.
What was Takeoff really like?
I don't know if I'm in a position to say what Takeoff was really, really like. Like, I don't know if I could just speak for him, but even though he quiet, it's like, if he fuck with you, and especially if y'all are working, it's like, you could tell he just want to make the best, I don't know, the best product. He going crazy, putting his all into it. Like, he was just cool, man. I don't know, bro. I don't even know, man. That's a good dude though. That's all I can say. That's all. Good dude, bro. That shit made me feel weird, man. But yeah.
I have some additional questions about him, but if it's too much if the subject matter's too much, I'll stop there if you'd like.
Yeah, I don't really want to fully get into all that, man.
What is your opinion on chips?
Chips. I fuck with chips. I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with chips. I've been trying to slow down though, you know what I mean? And them spicy ones, man, you know what I mean? After all them years, I just feel like it'd be like a Cheeto line in your body or something. So I've been trying to slow down, but I fuck with the chips though.
Now, you don't have to mention a brand in particular here, but what type of chips do you enjoy?
My favorite chips, Zapp's Voodoo chips.
And what kind of flavor is that for those in the audience that might not be familiar with that?
Shit, Zapp Voodoo chips, what them things like, it's like salt and vinegar, but Cajun. Yeah, Cajun salt and vinegar.
And when's the last time you experienced that?
Shit, 2-3 days ago. 72 hours.
Well, there's a new chip on the market that the audience wants to get your opinion on.
All right.
And it's not spicy. Go ahead and open that lid in front of you to unveil it, and let's get your first impression on this new product.
All right, nacho tacos, cheddar barbecue. All right, I ain't gonna judge it yet. Cheddar barbecue though. So is this time? Let me see. They cool. 2 out of 5.
Now, you have gotten ahead of all of my questions here, but this is a brand new item, and it's called Snoop Dogg Cheddar Barbecue Nacho Nachos by Rap Snacks. Have you even heard about this yet?
I heard of Rap Snacks, but I don't know. One time, I was at some store downtown. I got some Rap Snacks for the first time. They was like some lemon, I don't know. They was hitting though. I forgot what rapper was on them. Boy, them things was hitting. Might have been Rick Ross. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. They a little dry.
Now, can you give an audience a 360 of this bag?
I love Snoop Dogg though. Don't be mad at me, Snoop. They a little dry. Maybe I need some dip or something. You know what I mean?
And are you able to read any of that packaging? Like maybe that center top line there?
Stay focused and be relentless.
What about that quote on the back?
So is this a commercial? Make every opportunity count and stay focused, be relentless, and do whatever it takes to master your craft. Calvin, Snoop Dogg, Brody. And this is first with your rap snack commercial.
What did you think of that quote there? What do you make of it?
Nah, he right though, real shit though. Make every opportunity count. Speaking of that, man, there's been times where I fucked up doing that though. When I should have just played it cool, bro. Like,
care to elaborate?
So like when I first started, cause I always been rapping when I first started making beats and rapping though. I always looked up to Kanye, of course. And one of my first times coming to LA, I was having a session and meeting OID. Bro, I played him the wackest shit ever, bro. He probably don't even remember me, bro. I played him, I don't know what I was trying to do, bro. And I was just like, yeah, this my chance. I'm about to do some Kanye shit, bro. Follow your own path, bro. Every story different. You never know who you gonna meet that's gonna change your life. It could be a complete stranger that you met at the gas station or the club or some random shit. Don't try to go after what other people did. Even though somebody set up the session, but in my head, I don't know. Keep it moving though.
Now, I do want to read a few details about this item from rapsnacks.net and see what your take on it is, okay? Quote, Snoop Dogg cheddar barbecue nacho nachos bring together the perfect combination of classic cheddar and barbecue flavorings in a crunchy, delicious tortilla chip. Each bite ensures an unforgettable snacking experience with enough chips for your entire crew.
Wait, where that at?
That's actually on rapsnacks.net.
All right.
Now, what do you make of the smell? Cheddar, barbecue, what's that ratio there if there is one?
I'm gonna come clean. I ain't never really smelled chips before, bro. It's my first time smelling chips. So I don't know if other chips smell like this, but
What does it actually smell like?
the smell ain't really hitting though. It kind of smell. What? It's tortillas, bro.
So you get more of a tortilla smell, not so much cheddar, not so much barbecue?
Nah, none of that. I just smell tortilla, or I don't smell no cheese or barbecue.
Now, I don't know if you need to do another bite here, but the question was going to be what you actually tasted. If you did taste cheddar, if you did taste barbecue, or if
tortilla,
it was...
bro.
Okay.
That's all I taste. It was cool. Might need some dip.
What kind of dip? Any recommendation?
The hot ones. The red one and the hot ones. The hot salsa.
Now, just a few more extra questions here. Do these chips match the photo on the bag at all?
Yeah, it look like it.
Any further constructive criticism of this item could be in regards to the packaging, the contents inside it, and so on and so forth.
I just know I gotta find them I don't know, chili pepper, lemon pepper ones I had before. That's the ones I gotta find. I don't know if it was Rick Ross, Lil Baby, or Lil Wayne. Them shits was good, bro. These was alright, bro. I didn't see none of that cheddar. Shout out to Snoop Dogg. Make every opportunity count. Stay focused. Be relentless. Listen to your boy. But yeah.
And winding down the questions here, just for transparency, do you know anybody that works at Rap Snacks or Snoop Dogg personally?
I met Snoop Dogg maybe like a handful of times. The first time I met him, he bought me an ounce of weed, bro. I was like, this is crazy, bro. He just gave me an ounce of weed, man. I pulled up, bro. He just got it. He was like, nah, get it for little homie. I'm like, wow. And I definitely still remember that shit forever, but I don't really know him. Oh, he gave me the hardest playlist too, though. He gave me the hardest old school playlist, Teddy Pendergrass, all the old shit. Yeah, shout out to Snoop.
Do you remember what type of weed it was at the time that you were gifted?
Probably OG. It's probably OG. I don't smoke OG no more though.
And what is Snoop Dogg really like from those handful of times you met him as you described?
One of the most genuine artists ever, especially because he's been in the game forever, bro. So it's like, there's so many people who don't act like that, like cool, calm, friendly with everybody. You know what I mean? He's gonna say what's up, say something, you know what I mean? He's gonna speak. But yeah, there's so many people that's been out for like 2 years, 3 years, and they're the complete opposite of that. So like this, like I just feel like there's always a couple of like artists and producers, maybe actors that I've met, and I'm like, wow, you can get to this higher level and still be cool. Like I like that, appreciate that. I need to see that.
Now, I don't know if this is fair or unfair to ask, and if it's unfair, we'll skip it. But if you do have an answer to this next question, it was going to be, what's the best advice you ever received from him, or most important thing you learned being around him so far? Unless what you just said fits that answer.
I'm talking about Snoop Dogg, right?
Yes.
Say the question again.
All right, question was, what's the best advice you ever received from him, or most important thing you learned being around him so far? And you just mentioned a second ago how somebody in that stature at that age could be what they were. And I don't know if that fits this answer, or maybe you had a different answer to this question. Question one more time. What's the best advice you ever received from him, or most important thing you learned being around him so far?
I mean, he didn't give me any advice. I just got to witness how he handled himself, you know what I mean? And a lot of artists, like I said, there's plenty of artists who are shit, some bad shit, crazy, some insecure, some this, that. He handled himself like a real human, but still a superstar at the same time. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's almost like the same answer I said, but yeah.
Was there any talk of music ever between you two? Whether it was on the production side of things or the microphone side of things?
Say it one more time.
Was there any talk of music between you two? Whether it was behind in terms of production, like beats, or in front of the mic?
Nah, really just him putting me on to some fire old school music I never heard. Of course I heard some of it, but he put me on to some real solid oldies, some real crate digging oldies. He put me on to him. He sent me the playlist and everything, bro. Yeah.
Anything else you want to mention about Snoop Dogg, or a question you weren't asked people want to know about him?
Snoop Dogg's definitely one of the GOATs, bro. Just all the music, all the verses, all the features he's written since, I don't even know, since 92 or 94, bruh. That is, I just respect, you gotta respect his craft, like his you gotta respect his work, bruh. Get that man his flowers right now, bruh. Snoop the GOAT, like he had people wanting to be from the West Coast across the world, bruh. Shit, 6'4", Chevys, all that shit. And I love Chevys, I'm a Chevy boy, so. But yeah, lowriders, all that, just the whole culture of the West Coast, and he spread that shit across the world. I feel like other artists kind of learned from that too, though.
Anything else you want to mention about this item while you're at it, or a question you weren't asked? People want to know about that as well.
Hey man, it was cool. The Rap Snacks was cool, man. It was cool. We need to get a new flavor. I don't know, just everybody just need to be cheddar or just barbecue, but yeah.
And also for transparency, I am not personally sponsored by this person, brand, or product. This was purchased just for you to taste test and review.
All right.
Before this interview ends, is there anything else you were not asked? Fans want to know? People want to know? Is there anything you want to address while you're here? Anything else you didn't get a chance to mention you'd like to mention now?
Sleeping with shoes on. Go to all your DSPs, type sleeping with shoes on. I'm going. All the music I'm making right now is adding up to Late to the Party. And yeah, sleeping with shoes on. Whole lo-fi project. I'm dropping vibes all year, different vibes. It's like you pull up, every project is like you walking into a new house. New vibes, new everything.
And when you say it leads up to that title there, what is that title?
Late to the Party. From in my shoes, I feel like I'm late to the party. And the party is, I guess it's like the rap game, or like rap. All the big artists is at the party or whatever. I'm just late. I'm about to pull up though. Your boy First about to pull up to the party. I'm just a little late, that's it.
And is that project there an album that you're speaking of?
Yeah, it's the album. It's like the final boss.
Now, can you explain to the audience everything they need to know about sleeping with shoes on?
Sleeping with shoes on, it's not just a title, it's a term, it's almost a lifestyle almost, but it's all chill, it's all lo-fi. I call it lo-fi, F-Y-E, like Atlanta shit. All the music I make, Atlanta has to be in it. I just take genres and mix them with Atlanta. Like that's my goal, no matter what that genre is, what it is, Atlanta's gonna come back into it. So this is my spin on lo-fi and chill music.
Is this particular project considered a mixtape, an EP, or an album?
Bro, it is a project. I don't know the difference. I just try to make good music. I just try to make good music and squeeze it in and just make and fine tune it and just I want to deliver it to the people. But yeah, what is the EP? I don't even know. I literally don't know the difference between each of those. I just know it's a project. It's a body of music.
According to Wikipedia, an extended play record, often referred to as an EP, is a musical recording that contains more tracks than a single, but is usually unqualified as an album or LP. Contemporary EPs generally contain a minimum of 3 tracks and a maximum of 6 tracks, and are considered less expensive and time-consuming for an artist to produce than an album. An EP originally referred to specific types of vinyl records other than 78 RPM, standard play, and LP, but is now applied to mid-length CDs and downloads as well. Quote unquote.
So I guess it's an album. Yeah, shit, I don't know. Yeah, it's an album, but sleeping with shoes on. And it's vibes, different vibes all year. Different floor. If I was a big ass hotel, every floor is a different vibe and I'm dropping those.
Now, I don't know if what you just described answers this next question, but we'll formally ask you here just in case you haven't answered it or would like to add on to what you've already said. But can you explain the title and its meaning?
Sleeping with shoes on. I mean, the meaning can change between, it's really on you, but to me, not only do I really sleep with shoes on every fucking night because I'm in the studio and I'm fucking working every fucking night, but it's just kind of like that feeling where you're like it's like that feeling where you're floating in life. And it could be good or bad because you could be floating in life towards you're on the wrong waves and you floating to the wrong side. But then you could be floating towards the good side, all good vibes. So it's like really on you at the time, but the music is there to calm you down. You know what I mean? The frequencies, they gonna be in there, you know what I mean? Get your mind right, slow you down so you could be on that right path when you sleeping with shoes on. But I hope that makes sense.
Is this a title you came up with or someone coined?
That's the name of the group. Like the producer I made it with, His name is Sleeping with Shoes On. And we combined it, FKI first, and Sleeping with Shoes On. So it's a group, and we made it all on the SP, all chill vibes, all lo-fi.
Now, how did you two initially meet? Do you remember the actual first time?
The Sleeping with Shoes project and us meeting, it's been raining in LA a lot. I'm back and forth from LA to Atlanta all the time, and it's been raining in LA, like they say, like more than Seattle. So like, I listen to lo-fi music and chill music. So I'm just going through Instagram or whatever, and I come across his page from a lo-fi page, and he's making the first single that we put out called Can't Fuck Up My Day. It was raining that day, everything. I hit bro, I'm like, man, your music is amazing, bro. We have to link. This is a 50-50 thing. I promise you, let's just create. That whole week it rained. Every time we linked, it was fucking raining. I don't know if that's good luck or bad luck, but it was just wild. But that's how that vibe, if anybody's wondering, like, cause I usually make high, like, you know what I mean? Whether I'm producing or not, I make the music with bass is going crazy. But now this shit literally just, all vibes, all just chilled all the way down.
Now, the producer named Sleeping with Shoes On is also located in LA as well?
Yeah, he is, yeah.
So when you initially reach out via direct message on Instagram, you guys actually physically meet?
Yeah, we ended up meeting literally, I think that next day. He pulled up and we just started.
And for those in the audience getting to know you for the very first time, care to share your screen name on IG?
On IG, I'm at Good Job First. Good Job First. Shout out to my boy Larry June. He did my tag. That's where I got the name from.
Now, what is Sleeping with Shoes On, the producer, really like?
Man, he a cool, laid-back white boy from LA, man. I think he might be from New York, but he's been in LA for a while though. But man, and he's fully going 100% at music, and I love it. I don't know if I was putting his business out. He just quit his job. I'm like, look, I love when people just fully jump into music. Like, do that shit, y'all. It might seem a little scary, but you gotta jump. If you don't jump, ain't nothing gonna happen, bruh. If you don't feel a little scared or thinking weird shit, you gotta jump. You gotta jump. You gotta put them hours in, boy.
What's the best advice you ever received from him, or most important thing you'll learn being around him so far?
Shout out my boy Sleeping with Shoes On, but really keep it simple, man. Keep it simple, keep it moving. Don't get caught up with all the bullshit going on in the way. You can't get caught up in that. Focus on what you're doing, knock it out, keep it simple, but be you, and you good.
And for clarification, was that advice you were given or something you learned?
It's something I learned, I guess. I guess it's something I learned. Yeah.
Anything else you want to mention about the producer Sleeping with Shoes On? Or a question you weren't asked, people want to know about him?
Something new. It's a new group. Sleeping with Shoes On. Lo-fi. Low FYE. It's chill music mixed with Atlanta.
Now, are there any unknown facts or stories in regards to this project that's never been publicly mentioned before? Could be in regards to creating it, recording it, or releasing it.
We just actually had a lo-fi party in LA. Once again, it fucking rained, insane. But everybody coming through. Shout out to with the SPs, everything. Everybody just playing instrumental lo-fi music. But what was the question again?
Is there any unknown facts or stories in regards to this project that's never been publicly mentioned before? Could be in regards to creating it, recording it, or releasing it.
Well, this one Sleeping with Shoes On project that we just released is part one. And it's just pure vibes. It's just pure vibes. You know, I meditate a lot. I'm in the frequencies, all that. So we throw all those concepts in there, and it's just this vibe. And you know, it's for coming down. That's what it's for. At the end of the night, no matter what you did, it's for coming down, sleeping with shoes on.
Any other unknown facts or stories in regards to this project that's never been publicly mentioned before?
One of the songs off the project is called Can't Fuck Up My Day. And I feel like it is a song for any person because we've all have had relationships. It's impossible for you not to have been in that relationship, whether it's business, whether it's a loving relationship, friendship, anything. And there's just some people that can fuck up your day. And you know they can at any time. And sometimes you have to pick up their call. Like, that's the crazy part. There's some people that you know that can fuck up your day, but you have to pick up. Might be your boss, anything. Might be in a relationship. But can't fuck up my day. That is for the end of your bad day. If you had a bad day, can't fuck up my days. Everything you need. Listen, when I say, no, I can't let you fuck my day up. And if you do, you owe me a day. You better pay up. But you throw everything in my face. Sometimes it's made up. All that shit. Annoying people, man. Can't fuck up my day. But that's on Sleeping with Shoes On.
Anything else you want to mention about this project or question you weren't asked, people want to know about it?
Nah, that's it, man. Because after this, we on Good Gas 4 and late to the party.
Anything else, and not just specifically on music, but generally speaking here?
So like with producing, I feel like other producers can agree with me too, who are artists and producers. I feel like I'm fucking one foot in, one foot out, like a fucking drug dealer, bruh. It's like I'm good. I want to focus on all this artist shit, but this shit keep calling me this way. It's like money over here, but I'm like, oh, I'm not even really into that. So it's like it could throw you off. Though you gotta be fully focused on this shit. Especially with this artist shit, you can't be halfway. And you gotta learn how to say fucking no. For all my new producers and artists coming out of there, you gotta filter your no's and just know when to say no. If you got a product that you know is you and you love it, don't just give that shit out. Make sure it comes out though. Make sure you have the structure, and make sure you're working with people that respect what you do, bro. I don't know, but that's pretty much it though. But Good Gas 4 on the way. Shout out to Peasy, shout out to V's, shout out to Jack Harlow, shout out to, who else is on there? Valet, Uno the activist, Tony Snow. Good Gas 4.
Any loose ends you want to tie from this interview with the previous topics you were asked? Anything you failed to speak on? Anything that needs further clarification from what was said in this interview?
It's time for your boy. And it's time for me to open up for the people, man. I don't know, some people might understand it right now. You might have to understand it later. It might take a minute, but what's going on, boy? It's your boy First. Good Gas CEO. That's it.
Was gonna ask you any final words, unless what you just said was it.
I think I pretty much got everything out as of now. What else? Oh, shout out to Hit Boy too. That was that song he did. He was rapping. That was fire. We need more producers. We need more producers getting this shit heated up, man. Even though I fuck with Southside and and Metro way, boy, you know, they're letting this shit on team. But yeah, I fuck with it though. That shit was cool. Shout out to Alchemist. That shit was cool.
Care to share the name of the title you're referencing there about Hit?
Shit, I don't know what that song called. I know I got Alchemist on it though. Alchemist the GOAT, boy. Would love to I want to work with Alchemist one day too. Shout out all the producers, all the boom bap producers, all that, DJ Premier, all them. I would love to work with them too. Get them mixed in on the lo-fi vibe, see what we can blend up, see what we can mix 50-50. But that's just about it, man. First, good gas. Sleeping with shoes on, late to the party. That's all you need to know. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.